Hey, how's it going, everybody? We got a storm over here in California, which means due to U.S. infrastructure, there's going to be internet problems. I don't know if this stream's going to drop a bunch. My upload speed, for whatever reason, is still doing really good, despite the fact that my download speed is ass right now. So maybe the stream won't drop, but my internet might kick me from the game. So we might see some funny glitches in the game today. Now, some stuff that I realized when I was off on my own is what's going to be continuing on. Oh yeah, the same thing as always. If I die, we wish. If we stream boss, we wish. If someone subs, we wish. Blah, 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 blah. That's all the same. And people can force me to do stupid shit to make that harder on me. Like, make me raise the world level, prevent me from using bursts, prevent me from using healing or food. That would be annoying. And beyond that, nothing has changed. However, what am I trying? I'm trying to get... Nope. Inventory. I was noticing something. We didn't technically finish this. So, somebody told me that I should go to the Tower of the Seven around here. I have the navigation on for this right now. And there's like an item over here by these two dogs. I haven't looked at it yet. There was two dogs. Where'd the other one go? Nice.
Propagate!
Is he just stuck? Alright. So, I was told to pick this up. Tattered paper. We are the children with no kin. The petty servants whom no light shines. In our left hand is the shield that protects our home. In our right wields the sword that is the will of the polar star. For crowns we wear masks that deplore our twisted logic of the heavens. False gods and vanquished foes lie at our feet. Let me be the evil amidst good, the poison amidst herbs, the wolf in sheep's clothing, Mercury in the golden chalice. I shall leave my siblings beyond blood, and fight for parents whose blood I do not share. My dear Snezhneviches, my dear Snezhnevas, my brothers and sisters, if I were one day to cease my journey and slumber under the white birch, please carry on without me. Huh. And that completes that. So it looks like he came this way, might have died. The problem has been solved. God, that's fucking dark. Alright. Still on his heel. Oh, that's how I complete that quest line. it just becomes a normal quest. Okay. Save that for later. Today is all about the Fatui, which is why we're going to continue to look for Katarina. And on top of that, what was I doing? I did mark another thingy that somebody told me I should go look at in Inazuma. Also, we'll be doing, I believe, Tartaglia has a story quest that's next on our list. Yes, it is. Claim my key. Alright. She couldn't have gone far, right? It's just me, or is my stamina ass? I think I already read this one. How have I missed this?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a bloom reaction. This guy's gonna be easy.
Propagate. Scatter.
Come on. Give me my burst already.
Propagate. Scatter. Germinate.
Let it rain.
Propagate.
Void. Emptiness. Everything is void. Alright. Okay. Is that a frog? Gotcha. So we're not dropping frames, which means despite the fact that the internet is ass right now, my upload speed is still
Go,
good.
Barbara, go!
Also, I heard that you had a power outage. Is everything okay over there?
Go, Barbara, go!
We're still trying to... We're still looking for Katarina.
I wonder when I'll be as...
I'm told to go to the south part of the Stony Halls? Nope, that's not what we're looking for. Is this the Stony Hall still?
Go, Barbara, go! Oh, I'll protect us. Ah. Yeah. Oh. Come on, we can do it.
All right.
Scatter!
All right. Oh, I could break these now. Okay, that's not worth my time. Nothing over here. Is this the part of the Stony Halls? Oh, you get your power back. Nice.
Maybe I wasn't meant.
This is what happens when you sprint everywhere. Forget to manage stamina and die a lot.
For this world.
I won't let you down.
Finally, I can open this thingy. No sprinting. Walking everywhere in Inazuma. 5 minutes of this. Really? Wait.
The wind rises.
Aha, it's slightly faster. Okay, so this is the nameless ruin, not the Stony Halls. I'm told that she's somewhere in the fucking Stony Halls. Alright. We go south. Oh, I forgot to revive him. Okay. Where is it? Come on. So this is the southern part of the Stony Halls, huh? Can I get to this?
No escape!
Squall and Fury! You dare to gaze upon me?
Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have Barbara.
Let's dance. Huh.
Scatter! Propagate! This is not...
Not sprinting sucks.
the end.
Just spam charge attack since I can't run, because it doesn't matter.
I'll protect us.
Why is he dying so fast? This is not worth it. This is 3 Abyss Mages for a fucking chest. There goes my main DPS.
Rises. Bow your head.
Got one.
No one escapes my sights. Oh. Let's dance.
Thank God that 5 minutes is over.
A reward on the road.
Ugh.
Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go!
Haha, no stamina required.
Swollen Fury.
This is Nameless Ruins. This is Nameless Ruins. Is this still considered the Stony Halls?
Behold!
Over here? Maybe? I don't know, I'm looking for a character. I don't know where my target is.
You even want this?
Oh my god, there's a whole area down here. I just assumed it was a bottomless drop. Never would have found this place on my own.
The wind rises.
More backpacks. Oh, hang on. I think that's what I'm looking for.
Squallen Fury. You dare to gaze upon me?
Ready, steady, go! Hi.
Propagate!
I forgot that I can just bully these guys.
Scatter!
They're so slow.
Propagate!
And for the KO.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Katarina Search to Katya. I heard Captain say that we are going to transfer you to our regiment. My heart brims with our joy. Though our reunion, I've always carried the Balaika you gave me around. I feel like we've read this letter already. But just for the record, since you asked me to keep it, I'm not going to give it back to you. If my clumsy sister should damage this old pal of mine once more, I won't go through the trouble of repairing it again. Alright, I recently learned 2 new songs. Wait to be impressed when you report in. Let me play the songs with you on the bonfire. Just like in the old days when we would sing the melody of the Balaika. Giggle at the jokes we share and look forward to the precious gifts from the Tsaritsa to our brothers and sisters in the House of Hearth, with celebrations in the new year. What's different, however, is that we're no longer carefree children with greater responsibilities on our shoulder, come heavier loads on our minds. The captain granted us a half-day pass especially for us. Don't forget to bring your liquor and desserts. Let's booze it up and talk it out. So many stories to share with you. I believe you two have quite the adventure where you were previously deployed. By the way, don't laugh at me if you notice that I've put on some weight. I'll also keep an eye on your horizontal development. I look forward to meeting you, Nikolai Shnezdovich. This is the letter that Katarina once treasured. The letter still has light, lingering scent of firewater. Up. Hope she's okay. Probably dead. Alright. Next up on my list of Fatui side quests, I am told that I should go to this Fatui camp over here. So I marked this one for later. Man, these Shnezdoviches are just dying one after the other. Alfonso, Nikolai, probably Katarina now. Yep, that's a Fatui camp. Ooh, what's that over there? No distractions.
Let's begin. Let's move. Shouldn't get careless. Shouldn't get careless. Have a load of this. I will end you. Let's end this quickly.
Is this the right camp?
Eat roasted fried.
Oh my god, he comboed me to death. I keep forgetting to swap out my party. What's my pity at? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 54.
I wasn't meant for this world.
Show begins. Huh. Let it rain.
This was well done. You need to hurry up. This was well done. Roasted fried.
Oh, I think I'm supposed to be at that one. Over there. That's the one I marked on the map. These guys are just guarding a chest. Let's remember to switch out the party this time. We don't need Wanderer, we need Kaching.
Let's go. Time is against us.
I'll put you on your Use this first. Have a load of this. Stay right.
With sword from shadow.
Finally, this one's well done.
Speed of light. Hey!
You need to hurry up.
Go, Barbara, go! This is the kind of surprise I could sing about. Huh? Hi? Don't blink! Huh? Nowhere to hide.
Let's end this quickly.
No one escapes my sight.
Let's move.
Let's dance.
Die, please.
Go, Barbara, go! Hi. Hi. Hi.
Let's end this quickly. Let's not waste time.
Get him!
Let's end this quickly.
That's cheating!
Scatter!
No escape!
Propagate! Almost. Let's not waste time. Scatter! Let's end this quickly.
Come on! We can do it!
I guess this is it.
Sheesh. Alright, what are they guarding? Notes. What's this? Looks like someone's notes. Let's buy them on C. Shumatsu, Fatui, plot against. What is this? It's a mess, and it's all covered in stains. Paimon can't really read it. Could be a clue to some treasure. That makes sense. Let Paimon have another look. When deciphering the slip, secret code. Deciphering the slip? Let Paimon see. First half is in the middle of a hazy night. It cuts off here, and Paimon can't tell what the second half is. But since it's using the secret code, there must be some kind of secret to be found, right? Either way, this seems important. Next time we decipher our fortune slip, let's try to match the secret code, shall we? I think they're talking... Oh, the fortune slips at the Narakumi Shrine. Got it. Who do we talk to about that? Didn't we do that like on like a commission at some point? Is this it? Ah, fortune slip box. Hello. Attitude? What's the problem? Nope, it's nothing, ma'am. Yeah, this is the literally mean lady. Alright. There's a chance every day to receive a fortune slip. The procedure is as follows. Shake the bamboo slip, fortune slip box. Exchange the bamboo slip for a fortune slip with Gundo Ringdo. Try your luck today? Sure. Drawn fortune slip. Open it up quick. Give me that bamboo slip. Right. This shrine really seems to lack a whole divine affection thing, huh? Here. Let's see how our luck's going. Ah, yes, you can only draw one fortune slip each day. Please remember that. It's too tiring otherwise. Wait, no, if you won't be able to use the fortune slip hanger to it. Nah, it's not right either. What was I supposed to say? Fortune slips are the manifestation of our Archon's will. It's our place as mortals to respect it and do all we can. See, elegantly put. So please remember, you can only draw one fortune slip each day. Let's see. Let Paimon see. Let Paimon see. Yeah, not bad. Being with Paimon will certainly bring you good fortune. Is that in my quest inventory? Fortune slip. Also, I picked up that orb, I guess. Special slip, paper, strips of paper, blah blah blah. Read. Good fortune. Spring has come to the withered tree. Many things are coming back to life. When things are difficult, the solution will come to you. When you are plagued by uncertainty, a helping hand will arrive. Clear your mind and tidy your home. You may find an unexpected fortune. Your lucky object of the day is the rising bamboo shoot. Bamboo shoots possess unlimited potential. No one knows how tall a bamboo shoot can truly grow. The mere sight of it is enough to get you excited in the future. Cool. Hello.
Surely that child isn't flocking off.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what all that's about. But anyway, now that we got all that out of the way, I believe we can now do this. Yeah, this is what most people probably came here for. Let's try to be nice to this guy for once, because Aether was an asshole to him. "30 feet tall." But what about magical dendro electro-infused bamboo shoots? How tall do they grow? Mighty Cyclops adventure. Ask the Millilith about the situation. Speaking of dendro and electro infusion, I think Matt Pat in Game Theory did a video about the dendro electro reaction just yesterday. Today being the 3rd, I think.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area, even though this is far beyond their normal area of activity. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden, for no clear reason.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises are often heard coming from within. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters.
One could never be too cautious.
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous
Today's
for
the 4th?
regular folk.
Okay. Is there any way I can help?
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
I do know a little self-defense. Not to brag, but I could beat 10 of you in a fight.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuinely offering, I did see some ruin guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy warning passers-by to investigate myself.
Footprints, eh? Interesting. We'll take the case.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will rendezvous with you once I have finished my patrol.
This is a Tartaglia story, and so far he is not in it. I feel lied to. Oh, no, there's the Ruin Guard footprints.
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was talking about.
Wonder where it goes.
And here's another one. Yep. Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all. The trail of ruin guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there!
Why are you so afraid about Paimon? We demolish Ruin Guards for breakfast.
Let the show begin. Oh no! Oh, hi. Yeah, hi. Oh, hi. Huh, huh. Speed of light. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Hey! Huh.
Propagate!
Wait, I can
With
do
sword
this.
comes shadow. Got lucky that time. No one escapes my sight. Yeah.
Scatter! Propagate! Propagate!
There we go. That was easy.
That's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
Yep, there's one. Oh no, there's a kid.
Hey, Isn't it awesome? What is he wearing? I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one?
Plenty of times, kid. Yes, it's a powered-down ruin guard. Careful, these guys are tough.
You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad guys can escape from these guys, that's for sure. Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute. Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that? Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from.
What? Wait, what? What? I'm confused. Toy salesman that's selling ruin guards? Who the fuck are you, kid?
It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh? I've never seen one that can fly and talk before.
Limited edition. Jealous much. Paimon is not a toy, and neither are ruin guards.
Yeah, Paimon is not a toy.
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation here?
Dangerous.
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up, the consequences would be...
And now it wakes
take
up.
That back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good guys.
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help. I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here. The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again!
What's your name, kid?
My name's Teucer. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him. You came all the way from Snezhnaya? Oh,
And we're the traveler.
This is the part where I give you this. There you go. What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
So much more. So much more.
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Teucer. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of Mora.
This is Tartaglia's little bro, isn't it? Because that was Ether's nickname for him, right? It was more money than brains.
Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much Mora from selling toys.
I will gladly take it. I will gladly take it and give it to your brother when we find him.
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right, now we gotta make a pinky promise.
What about?
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
Yeah, I'm not memorizing that one. That's a dark pinky promise.
Wow, that one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture.
Is cold Russian. Cold bites. Makes strong children. Like ox.
Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother?
The Northland Bank.
Great idea! Alright, off we go! Alright! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
Paimon believes we should leave this kid Square. Did I just get another fortune slip? No, it just showed it again for some reason. $999 bags of this. What? A very hefty bag of cash that Teucer was all too eager to offload onto you. One wonders what sort of family this Chesnayan kid comes from. The face value of each of these gold coins is very large, but they can be redeemed for a smaller change at the Northland Bank. Haven't been to the Northland Bank in a while. Oh, we got our first disconnect, it looks like, already. My ping just shot up to 97, 98, 90. Alright. I'm just gonna do another check on my internet stability. If it ever loads. Okay, I think we've reconnected. Don't know how much of that we lost. But we have the backup recording. Go to the Northland Bank. I really hate the layout of this place. I don't think I got used to it ever. Hello, Nadia. Okay. Oh!
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
So there's a Katarina and an Ekaterina. I forgot about that.
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Teucer! My goodness! What a nice surprise, Teucer. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anton? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Teucer? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you.
So Teucer's a stowaway.
And also, Teucer is Childe's brother?
Not surprised.
Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Teucer's money.
Of course you wouldn't.
Teucer, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
This kid has traveled so far to get here.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Teucer. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous.
This kid is adorable.
Oh,
Also, I don't know how I didn't make the hair
we
color
were
connection,
here.
but
You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think?
do you mean that, or are you just keeping up appearances? Oof. God, I forgot how much of an ass Aether is to the Fatui.
Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
I don't know if this comp can take him very easily.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
Hey, I think I have a cool idea that might actually be a plot twist. What if later on in the story we do face Childe again, but he's taking like the 6th seat or like the 8th seat or like one of the other seats that are open now because we keep taking up members that are stronger than him. Because, well, Balladeer's like in a coma right now, and, how do we put this lightly? Signora's in a coffin? That's another word that starts with CO, right? I've also come a long way since then.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice guy? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
We're going to go with the friendlier option here. Concern for your family's well-being, that I can understand.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Teucer said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbinger?
Yes, about that.
Okay.
Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right?
I've never thought about that, but now that I think about it, yeah, that does sound amazing.
I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa, but Teucer is still so young, and in his eyes... as I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy Research.
He's already thrown money at one of those problems. Current.
That's right. My brother's the greatest. He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend.
Just humor me in front of Teucer, if you would be so kind. Yes, Katarina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey, slinking off, are we?
The guy's busy, Paimon. Let him do business.
But Master Childe, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Teucer, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure, I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Yeah, we don't want to end up dead on the ice, Paimon. We kind of want to honor the pinky promise. No, if I was going to give him a class from FFD 20, he would probably be more of a assassin. Would probably be what I would give him. The problem is he is like the 11th strongest guy in his country, and he has the bank of his entire country backing his every move. The bank we happen to be standing in, to be precise.
Ah, well, it sounds like Teucer really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway.
When an entire country's government is backing your every action, that's a lot of money. Money becomes literally insignificant to you. So it makes sense that he just throws it at any problem that's too annoying to deal with. Okay, we'll do it for Teucer.
Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Teucer's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants.
He just gave us fucking more money, didn't he?
If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Ah, thanks. Needed that tape gun. Now I can mail that. Return some books. He's a prince assassin. Yeah, I could see that. If need be, you may find me at the river near Qingshu Pool. See you both around. Isn't that where we just came from? Great, we now have 3,500 money.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Childe's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store?
I think they have kites, right?
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things?
Kites.
They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
You attach a string to them, and then you pump them full of animo energy.
When the wind picks up, you let out the string, and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops? I'm sorry, I
want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
The kid's an artist.
I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds can really be quite expensive.
How expensive?
We should be fine. Childe was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know, kinda irresponsible.
Paimon, I have like 3 million more. I don't care. You think we should just pocket the change? What do you really mean?
Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Teucer's entertainment. But if there's any left over when we're done...
Don't care, Paimon.
Either way, it's time to talk prices.
I don't care.
This price is fair. Well then, I'll get that custom order done for you.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Min Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
I can't believe the welcome.
Hey there.
Alright.
Not yet.
You have 20k left.
Hello, welcome. Table for 3?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
Something's burning, isn't it?
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
I mean, I can't eat spicy food either, so...
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil.
Oh god, he's one of these kids.
Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like One Min Restaurant's dishes aren't to Teucer's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists.
I thought it was to be experimental and forged with the new progressive cooking method, or at least that's whatever Xingling said.
If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business calling myself a chef ever again.
Speaking of, special dishes, what is this meat haunch on the fucking table used to make? Because it's huge.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. We'll be eating here after all. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you more than normal. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or Sunya Kiosk.
Which, honestly, if we were going to do the rich kid thing, we probably should have gone there first.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately?
Welcome to spoiled rich kids, Paimon. This is what money does to people.
Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation, right?
You folks. Let's go with this then. Any more haggling and we'll ruin the other customers' appetites.
You really gonna fucking be upset over 2,000? Alright.
Thanks, Chef Mao.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be here shortly.
It's only the one custom order. I'm happy with the radish soup.
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick. I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister Tonya makes it. But this doesn't feel right somehow. didn't we bring Teucer here to try Liyue's specialties? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Teucer? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Liyue Harbor, too.
Alright. To the wharf! Oh, we're going over here. Easy peasy.
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many people! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze?
I don't know, actually, what the winter is like in Liyue.
Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze.
I don't know, I could see Dragon's Prime from here. I would imagine it gets at least cold enough to freeze in the winter.
Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. But since this is a special occasion, Paimon can make an exception to help Teucer get to know the place. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf,
Paimon, are you reading a script? Like, okay. How about a topic kids would be interested in?
Yeah. Paimon can't remember how the rest goes anyway. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has on board.
What? Okay, now I'm lost.
Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious mora.
I'm with Ether on this one. I have no clue what Paimon is saying. That's how you explain throughput capacity?
Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see.
It's a crane.
Wait, Teucer, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening.
What a big metal hook. Oh, the anchor.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get. This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook?
Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard.
Are they all made out of metal? Are they as big as that anchor?
Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that, all for some giant toys. But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Teucer would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
This kid's just moving from one thing to the next.
Hey! Quit running off!
Teucer's terrific tour. Oh, he's over here at the fish. Oh no, we're gonna buy fish.
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Liyue are so Small?
Really? This is small to you?
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Teucer? Maybe 200 times your size?
That's crazy big. Actually, that's still pretty small.
There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish.
That sounds like a god of the sea.
I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
That sounds like a topic that would interest Xingling.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats. What's wrong, Teucer? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother. What? But we were just with him.
Paimon, that was almost 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
That's children for you.
Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but it won't help you at a time like this. Well, we've played with Teucer long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here.
We should go pick up that kite, though.
Child said that he'd be by the river near Qingshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there? Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
I swear that's where we were at the start of this mission. Oh no, never mind. We were over here, I think. This is that river where we do that annoying quest where we have to fight that stupid slime balloon.
Scatter! Let it rain.
Spring forth!
Hey, I'll race you there. Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Hey! That's everything. On to the next. Speed of light. No one escapes my sights. is like unwrapping a gift.
Yeah!
Alright, I think we made it.
Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
He's debt collecting.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't welcome.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother!
Ah, shit.
You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted to watch you work.
Well, why, yes, of course. For I am, the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
Oh boy.
So cool.
Huh?
Oh boy.
You playing games, pretty boy?
Pretty boy.
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That's what toy selling's all about!
Oh yeah, it's bringing the laughs to me for sure.
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Alright then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarders? I'm not so sure you could hack it.
Are you kidding me? I got the impression that you guys let anyone in.
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself as quite talented in the field of treasure hunting.
I mean, like, literally, they have guys fighting with, like, shovels and Molotov cocktails. How hard can it be to get into the treasure hoarders?
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Alright then. Show us what you got.
One of them fucking, what was his name? Like, the Dye brothers, whatever they were. They got one of them got fucking frozen in amber.
Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days now. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it, it's ours. Don't try to sneak off with the prize now.
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
Are we gonna get to play as Child? Yeah!
Yeah.
There's a domain I haven't opened yet.
Yeah! A reward on the road.
Not bad, child. Not bad.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
Yes.
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless maybe his words have hidden meaning.
God, these guys are idiots.
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more a loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the privacy of their business partners and clients.
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
Oh my god, they're fucking idiots, but at least they figured it out.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry requirements.
Oh yeah, you got me. I agree with you completely, man.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll fetch that 600,000 for you right away.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy. A wonderful outcome, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
He's a bit of a special case. That went smoother than I thought.
Ah, Master Childe, you're here.
Oh shit. Sergeants are here.
A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Childe, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Childe, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
God, so many formalities in military organizations. Why can't we do like the stupid stereotypical here's a stamped letter thing?
Well, alright then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Teucer. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young, Teucer. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
You're dumping them on us again. No. Oh my god, you're an ass, Ether.
But
I really do have to go now, Teucer. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, alright?
Poor kid. Must suck to have your family being so busy.
Childe really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job.
I think that covering it up is the tough part. It's been a lot less tough if he came clean.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toy seller cover story. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side.
He's being a bit overprotective. I wonder how much longer he can hide it from Teucer.
Paimon wonders too. But hey, let's at least help him out while we're all in Liyue.
Let's go pick up his kite.
Wait, where's Teucer?
Oh, fuck. You guys fucked it up already.
We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go?
I didn't notice. I guess he probably snuck off to follow his brother.
Seems likely. Teucer did seem really eager to hear his brother's speech. Either way, let's head over there first.
Teucer's terrific tour. We're still on the same story quest mission. Oh, it's just a little further ahead. Oh, is that Core Lapis?
Yeah.
As you wish.
I need a bunch of this.
Someone needs assistance.
I need to get the maiden set for Noelle. Increase that healing bonus she provides. Because outside of getting her constellations, there's no way to improve the consistency, so it might as well just make it so that when it does proc, it heals more.
With sword comes shadow.
No escape!
Scatter!
Teucer, so you did come here.
Don't ever run off like that again, young man. Your brother would have been worried sick.
Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zepelyarny Palace. You will chill the very marrow in our enemies' bones. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and meticulousness. For the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like kites and rattle drums.
Oh god, he's really gonna try to fucking pull this off?
Who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
Oh my god, this is so cringe. This is so cringe.
Uh-huh. Kites are really fun too.
This is, of course, an analogy. As they say, The marketplace, too, is a battlefield.
Oh my god, they gave these guys voice lines.
So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order.
Oh no. Just dismiss them. Just dismiss them.
A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably discharged from the...
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired from the Institute?
Huh?
Just...
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
Uh-oh.
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's capacity.
Hey, did he just say that we're doing hands-on training?
Oh no, they're gonna get super excited for that, aren't they?
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Well, what an honor!
I can't believe it. Are recruits like us really worthy?
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
We're going to play this child? Yeah!
Crisp.
Okay, how does this work? I didn't check out his stuff earlier. He's got the Polar Star. It's level 61. Base attack 418, crit rate 24%. He's got 2-piece, 4-piece Braveheart. Three constellations. Level 5, level 7, level 4, level 1, level 1, level 1. Alright.
Almost. Have a load of this. Let's end this quickly.
Let's get the fire guy first.
This was well done. It's not right. Descent. This was well done. You need a hurry.
Bring it on. No time to lose.
Okay, that's a good
Stone
roll.
Stone has a good night shield.
Let's end this quickly. Let's not waste time.
Let it rain.
It's no problem.
Germinate!
Frost. Cold cut.
Propagate!
Incoming.
Let's end this quickly.
Nowhere to hide.
No time to lose. You're pretty good.
Let's not waste time. Almost.
Riptide! Tidal wave!
Let's end this quickly.
I'm quite impressed.
Alright, what do we get? Favonius sword. Nice.
Let's not waste time.
Leave it all to me. Yeah. 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 Steady as stone. Yeah.
Let's end this quickly.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Let's not waste time.
Bet you can't keep up with me. No one escapes my sight.
This isn't good. No excuse for slacking. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Not breaking a sweat. Have a load of this. Fulfill my duty. No slacking off.
Don't blink.
Don't be a killjoy.
This sword comes down.
Alright. Easy peasy.
Run. Well,
Speed of light.
isn't over. Put your back into it.
Steady as stone.
It isn't time for a
Don't
break
blink.
yet.
Hey.
Don't be a killjoy.
Got
We've
lucky
only
that
just
time.
begun. Not breaking a sweat. You
Incoming.
can't run. Can this be? Get it together. No excuse for slacking. My duty at an end. Roast and fry. This one's well done. Don't be a killjoy. You just
I
be
missed a spot.
Oh, Teucer's still over here.
roast and fry. You can't run. But unfortunate folks isn't over. Miscalculated. Eat 'em.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glorious victory for Snezhnaya, for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and for yourselves. Dismissed!
Should have dismissed them.
Brother, you were amazing.
Oh, Teucer, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
Really did get stronger. That was a good showing.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on an opportunity to improve my strength. I'm not the man I was when we first met.
You didn't go all out, though.
By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The Foul Legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr. Cyclops?
He's already stronger than Mr. Cyclops, Teucer.
You could say that. I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool like you.
Now, Teucer, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good reason.
That's a good answer, Teucer. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me. How does that sound?
Leave it to me.
You know, Teucer's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
Agreed. Protecting family is an admirable motivation.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Teucer? Isn't it about time that you took the boat back home?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Teucer, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever.
Agreed.
Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for me, I'll be a good boy and go back home.
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research.
Uh-oh. That's bad news.
Do you think he means that ruin that the Millelith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
A reasonable wish.
Done deal. After all, you've come all this way for me, Teucer. As your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last wish before you leave.
Oh, there's the Millelith right over there.
Exactly.
Actually, we're right next to the entrance to the chasm, aren't we?
Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't seem like the best place for kids.
You should come along too, Traveler. This time, it's Teucer's turn to take you sightseeing.
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
The brothers are ganging up on us again. Oh, fine. We'll go.
My fucking floor mat is starting to crack and it's cutting into my foot. That's annoying. Probably should replace it. Teucer's terrific tour completed. That was a long-ass fucking tour. At least an hour, it feels like. Yeah, we are at the entrance to the chasm. Am I close to upgrading these statues right now? I've been collecting a lot of the whatever these things are called off stream lately. 5. Ugh, I need a lot. I'm trying to focus on the ones in the Sumeru though, because those are the ones that I need in order to get my constellations. I think I have enough to level up the Tower of 7 in Azuma now as well. Dash.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery inside. Awesome!
What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the Ruin Guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them, and has lost interest in this place.
Wow, yet another harbinger with a bad attitude.
Yep, the Dottore is kind of an asshat.
But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Teucer here. Seems you did your homework ahead of time.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this place is like on the inside.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother's safety?
Well, I am, that's for sure.
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Isn't that what any older brother would do? Even Teucer understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart for so many years.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
The wonderful world of Mr. Cyclops. Recommended water.
Wish me luck.
Go full support. Being able to top people off with Barbara is very useful. Mainly because it's not reliable to do so with Noelle anymore.
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't go repeating it either, Teucer. You're far too young to be talking about such violent topics.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad guys and protect the world. He's my favorite toy.
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't ever get you.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Teucer, wait up!
Oh,
the door
shit.
shut. Will Teucer be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's move.
Okay, nice. Figured it out. Attack mode! Got it.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Teucer. I need to make sure that everything's safe. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much. No time to lose.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Teucer is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
Engulfing storm will continuously drain your character's energy. can remove electro attribute from a character through the elemental reaction. This debuff will no longer apply.
No time to lose. You can run, but you can't hide. Death looms. My time to shine.
Aha! Oh.
Riptide.
Fucking throws the arrow. Ooh, a dull blade.
Teucer, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big brother out?
Yes.
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Aha! One of these puzzles. I haven't seen one of these.
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Teucer?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun.
Fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death.
What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
A surprise? Oh, what sort of surprise?
Oh no.
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around, and count down from 60.
Okay.
Okay. 60 is a really long time, though.
No, it is not. Count to 300, please.
No time to lose.
60, 59, 58.
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
Yeah. 16, 12, 10.
Hey, no cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. Alright, alright. 15, 14, 13.
What just happened?
Huh? Give me another 10 seconds, Teucer. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? Alright, 10 seconds, that's it.
He's gonna use the foul legacy, isn't he?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? This is everything I've ever dreamed of! It's Mr. Cyclops' world!
This is the surprise your brother prepared for you.
Wow. He actually pulled it off. And the way he knocked those ruin guards around was like they really were kids' toys. But Paimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy transformation again.
Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd my brother go?
Aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that's right. I was so excited that I forgot all about our game. Well, let's go look for him together, okay?
Find Childe and talk to him.
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Teucer saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon.
You're not afraid I might end you right here? Was this worth the effort?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger.
I'm getting some Tepe vibes here.
Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall to pieces all by themselves. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Aether
has too much in common with this guy to fucking be mad at him.
Quit the tough guy act already. You need to see a doctor right away, mister.
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Teucer. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action figure?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhnaya, but it seems that it would make a better souvenir at this point.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Childe's family are really lucky to have him, aren't they?
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt departure to Teucer.
This guy's gonna die later in the story.
You'll help me out, won't
or
you?
here. I break a pinky promise, I get thrown out on the ice.
The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again. Ah, that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Teucer taught you that one, did he?
Go in peace.
All right. Thank you.
Defender of childhood dreams. Look at this thing. It is cute and adorable. A Mr. Cyclops toy that child had specifically made for Teucer. It even has the lad's name on it.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go?
I found your brother a moment ago.
Really? Where is he?
He's heading back. A huge number of people suddenly wanted to buy Mr. Cyclops.
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on purpose.
Oh, well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer.
This is for you, from your brother.
Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size. Look, it even has my name on it. It's my very own Mr. Cyclops!
This kid would get along with Timmy very well.
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet! My brother is the best big brother ever!
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy Research, and got yourself a souvenir. Now that's what we tour guides call the perfect trip. Do you think you're ready to head back to Snezhnaya now?
Don't worry. I know I can't get my way all the time. That'd just be annoying for everyone else. So, let's go.
Alright, let's get out of here. Put this kid on a boat. Or are we just going to the Northland Bank?
Sir, young Master Teucer, I've been waiting for you.
Did Childe send you?
That's correct. Master Childe instructed me to arrange for young Master Teucer's return trip. Please, come this way.
Who are you? My big brother always tells me never to go off with strangers.
But you've been following us around this whole time.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonia read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your name.
What a strange twist of fate.
Not that surprising.
Young Master Teucer, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best prepare for boarding.
Gee, time really flies when you're having fun. Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime.
Definitely will. You have a deal.
Pinky promise?
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, Paimon throws you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
It's a promise then.
Bye-bye, Teucer. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time? What are you hiding for? Why didn't you come and say goodbye?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave with. Still,
makes sense.
It is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but I still feel a little uneasy.
Jeez, don't you think you've spoiled him enough already?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. And to think that not long ago we... Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really couldn't have done without this time.
Aha! So you do have a heart after all.
And it's made out of money.
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have a rematch when we get the chance. This time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
Looking forward to it.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying to us when you lose all over again.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'd also like to invite you over to my home. I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're great kids, and I'm very proud of them both.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky promise to Teucer.
I'm sure that he'll be very excited to see you too. Well, that settles it. I'm looking forward to it. Now, farewell, my friends, till we meet again, in Snezhnaya.
I have a weird feeling we will meet again before then. Because you're a playable character. Well, that was something. And because my ping keeps jumping up, we're gonna end here. Before the stream just has too many more problems. I'm already going to have to use the backup recording, I can tell, since we had at least one disconnect that I was able to notice and catch. But until next time, bye-bye.